Good morning, Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this, you're checking in. You're going to drive with me a little ways to my doctor's appointment, head doctor. I'd like to talk about honor. Honor is something we're lacking. Kind of like common sense is an uncommon virtue. I feel like there's very little honor in the world anymore. And honor to me means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. It's making things right with people. You know, it's not just doing wrong, even if no one's watching it. It's pretty straightforward, I guess. And a quick example of that is a buddy of mine gave me a axe he got at a Renaissance fair. Very nice axe, probably about a $200 weapon, hand forged, gorgeous. And he wanted me to make a sheath for it, and he brought it in to work. I worked with him, and I traced it, and I was going to use that, just the tracing of it, because I do some other work. And he said, no, just take it with you. That way you can, fit it on there right, make it right, all that. And I was hesitant. I don't like taking other people's property, even for projects that if I could avoid it, and I could have avoided it. But he insisted, so I took it. Well, I had it in my truck, about a day and a half. And on that day and a half later, my truck got broken into. And his axe was in there, and it got stolen. So, I told him, as you should, being the honorable thing to do is be honest. And he was visibly upset. I thought I might lose a friend over it, but I was like, I understand, I'm sorry. I'm going to try and make it right. And he was like, yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. And I was like, man, this guy's, he's a hell of a dude, and I'd hate to lose him as a friend, but even if I am going to lose him as a friend, I'm still going to try to make it right. So Friday came along, I got paid, I gave him $100. I was like, here's 100, here's half of it, I'll get you the 100 next paycheck. And this guy was just, utterly and completely in awe that I, put forth the effort on that. And that kind of makes me sad. Because I can think back to the last 20 to 50 friends that I've had to evict from my life, and how many of them would have, done that for me. It's just like, I don't know, people just don't want to own up. And no, it wasn't my fault, and it was out of my control. And there's nothing but hindsight you can discuss with it. But it doesn't excuse the fact that I had the means, to make it right, and I intended to make it right. And, in his eyes, I'm pretty sure I did. But, I mean, this is the same guy, 1 week I thought I was going to lose him as a friend over this. 2-ish weeks later, he's throwing me a celebration party because, I quit my shit job. And, he bought the booze, and he got me a hotel room and everything. And it's like, how do we go from that to that? You did it by being honorable. It's just, I don't know. It's rough out there. I understand it's rough out there. But, things are a little bit better if you can do the right thing and, own the wrongs that you do to people. Even if it is inadvertent. Like I said, I had no control over this. Most of the people that I knew would have said that. I had no control over that. I didn't want the hand axe in the first place, but you gave it to me. Excuse. But it's not an excuse for it. It's like, I've recently discovered respect within myself. And within that, I've learned to respect others a lot more. I've always been polite. I've always shown respect, because if you show respect, you get respect. But we need more respect. We need more honor. We need to love one another more. We need to look out for each other more. If if you haven't noticed, this world is getting crazier and crazier. Louisville, Kentucky is now like a free shooting gallery. You can go down there and bust off as many caps as you want, and no one seems to notice. And it happens because I used to work down there, and every night I walked outside, there was gunshots, and there was very rarely sirens after those gunshots. I guess another example is my sister broke my fishing pole once and didn't tell me about it. And that pissed me off. I think I put forth this persona a lot of the times that I'm, intimidating, that you shouldn't approach me, that I'm unapproachable. People that know me different. I can dish it out. I can take it. I am a nice dude. I'm not intimidating whatsoever. But, I guess years of not wanting to be around people, I've kind of set forth an attitude, an aura, that's a better word, of don't mess with me. So people avoid me. And I guess that's kind of gone and sunken into my family's mind, and that makes me sad. I need to work on that. And I have been, honestly. I've been more open and honest and more forthcoming and more talkative and whatnot. But, my aunt has shorted me money on things I've sold her. My sister broke my fishing pole and didn't tell me. My mom had to tell me. And it was like a week later. And it was like a $130 fishing pole. But I'm not a cannibal. I'm not going to devour you because you broke something of mine. Just have the, testicular fortitude just to own up to it and tell me, hey, I broke your shit. I'm sorry. Either I can go get you another one, or no, I really can't afford it right now, but I wanted to let you know that I did break it. Out of respect. I need more respect. Anyway, that's my spiel. Most of you are like, well, thanks, Dad. But I feel like it's the truth. We need more honor. It's not just about helping others. It's about helping the people you know, or at least owning up to your mistakes. Because, that's how you're going to test a true friend anyway, is if you screw up, right? And if that person can't accept the mistake that happened, then they weren't your friend in the first place. And if it was like a super major mistake and you didn't own up to it, but they found out, then maybe you're the douchebag. And you should work on that. But I'm driving to my psych doctor, and I'm going to keep getting on meds, and I'm going to be forthcoming and tell this individual what's going on in my life and whatnot. And sadly enough, I think you all know more about what's going on in my life than she does. But I only see her like once every 3 months now. So that's understandable. Anyway, be honorable. Respect one another. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Respect breeds respect. So respect each other. Be honorable to each other. Do the right thing. Even when no one is watching. As hard as that can be. Because everything is very acceptable now. That wasn't acceptable 20 years ago. I sound old saying that, and I feel old, so I'm going to say it. Love one another. Take care of each other. We're all we've got. And if you're watching this, you're checking in.